What is up, everybody? It's Verse TV here today. So yesterday's announcement with the Xbox Game anniversary, we got announced that we're getting 70 plus new backwards compatible titles coming to their most recent platforms, Xbox Series X and S consoles. So now Microsoft has announced the end of its Xbox backwards compatibility program, citing licensing and legal and technical constraints. So there's a reason why a lot of games that people loved on 360 are not coming back to the Xbox Series consoles because of licensing and legal reasons. I kind of had a feeling that was the main reason why, because it's like, why are we not getting all these classic like superhero games that was on this Xbox 360 generation, or these classic like anime games? Because it's hard to bring these games back because of all the different legal issues and technical constraints. So that's the reason why they're not doing it. So it's kind of sad, but at least they're trying better than other companies are, because some companies they legit are not trying to bring these older games back to the modern consoles whatsoever. So at least Xbox is trying to, that's all that matters. They're putting some type of effort into it. So let's read some of these comments. Honestly, I'm giving Microsoft a pass on this. Not even Sony or Nintendo would even come close to this amount of effort in porting over old games that aren't even Microsoft Studios games. Hope third-party companies can keep porting older games to current-gen hardware in the future. Yeah, because Sony, they're doing old games as well, but it's like you got to stream those old games with their PS Now service. I don't want to stream PS3 games. I'd rather just download the games and play them off my system. And then Nintendo, they do it somewhat, but it's like, they do put some older games on their systems, but it's like a weird way they're doing it. You either gotta have that Nintendo Switch Online package, or they charge you like $50 for some of these old games just saying they're remastered. I don't know. I don't like how Nintendo. I think Microsoft was doing it the best way, to be honest. It's not about efforts. Xbox did the best because they were losing the Xbox One generation. They do what they had to come back in the industry. PlayStation and Nintendo won't do it because they don't need this to be at the top of the generation. What? So once again, he put some console word nonsense into it. Like, as a gamer, who would want to play these classic games on the newest platform? Why would you want to keep your old systems? I don't want to keep my old system. Like, I still have a 360 still, but I don't want to hook that thing up. I'd rather play all those 360 games on my Xbox Series X and call it a day. But I don't know. It's like, I guess we want to keep our old systems. I guess. I don't know. I think the first two are the biggest issue because technical constraints can be overcome, but legal and licensing are too expensive to make it worth it. Okay. Money clearly isn't an issue. If they're able to keep throwing it at Game Pass, they're just not bothering to add anymore. I don't buy the technical constraints part, but it's a shame it was gone for a year and a half and only came back once. So many games that won't get played now. I mean, it's kind of crazy they put all this pressure on Microsoft, but the other two companies don't got to do the same thing. They're not putting that much pressure on the other two companies at all, but they put all this pressure on Microsoft, though. In other words, not enough Xbox users play backwards compatible games to justify the cost of porting all those years of hiding up backwards compatibility, and now we truly know that Xbox fangirls will put their money where their mouths were. Most of these games are not available to buy, even digitally. I can't even imagine the amount of effort it takes to get some games working / copyright issues, so thank you for at least finally getting fear into it. Honestly, they got everything I want covered. Okay. The game companies don't love their games being enhanced and for free when they can remaster and sell them again. Shame, I really want to play this godly game from my childhood, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Okay. That was a classic game right there. That's a shame. There are a few Xbox and Xbox 360 games I have that I was hoping at some point would make the backwards compatibility list. Still, kudos to Microsoft for doing as much as they did. I'm glad Max Payne made the final cut. Yeah, that was definitely a great game. And they have it on the store right now, too, for $20. So if you want to buy it, they got it for $20, too. Let's see. I am so grateful Togi, Max Payne, Dead or Alive series, and so many great made the cut. Hopefully emulation will save the others, and maybe other games can get a proper remaster. Pretty happy with what we got. However, I really wonder what this team will be working on next. All Mana's Listing Railroad 6, 3, and Ghost Recon games for Advanced Warfighter and Jet Set Radio Future won't be available through backwards compatibility. I don't think so. They weren't on there before. I don't think they're going to be on there. Nope. Dang, no Jet Grind Radio Future. Okay, well, thanks for everything else. Okay. Doing disc-only backwards compatibility gets past the issues. One last hurrah. Finding Lego Lord of the Rings. Okay. Really a bummer. Always got excited and anxious to see which next games would drop. There's still tons of games that companies don't want to touch yet. Fans beg for Call of Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Jet Set Radio Future. Well, they are doing some business with Sega, so it's a chance they might release these games to the Xbox's platform as a, I don't know, as a good graces for doing business with Microsoft and Sega. So who knows? They might bring those games back. Let's see. Gone but not forgotten. Which game is this? I have no idea what game this is. This is a huge disappointment. With the amount they made backwards compatibility, no one can complain. I mean, yeah, they put so many games backwards compatible with this backwards compatible at this point. So it's like it's a lot more than the competition is doing by far. So I mean, they did enough at this point. I'm happy with what they've done so far. These comments are kind of wild. These comments are pretty wild. No Simpsons Hit and Run or the Warriors. I mean, I think that was like PS. Oh, I think like original Xbox generation. Those games are. Yeah, so I'm gonna conclude it right here. So we got the reason why they're no longer doing these a lot more games because of the whole license issues, legal reasons why. So now we know why they stopped doing a program for so long, because they seemed really excited about it before, but then it just like they put up some games out, then stopped for a while, then they just gave this announcement. So hey, it's like their final hurrah with the whole backwards compatibility service. So like I said, they did more than the competition by far. So I'm happy with what they did release so far, and yeah, we finally got the reasons why backwards compatibility was taking so long as it did. So definitely see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.